How's it going, guys? So I'm thinking about making a video about multi-shot again so that I can really get into detail about how to do it and different variants and stuff of it. So that might be coming later this week, but for right now, Reddit. I'm curious, what is your fellow's most hated map in the game? I'll start with mine, Sawtooth. I feel like Sawtooth gets a bad rap for no reason. If you know how to run through it, it's really not that hard. You can avoid most of the enemies. The enemies that you do have to deal with, you can just skyrocket and then they disappear. Uh, and overall, it's a mostly straightforward map. The only area that sucks is that back area where you have to kill Boom Boom. Or not Boom Boom, his prized buzzard. But that's really about it, I would say. For me, it's definitely Murderland's Temple. There's just too many traps everywhere. It's a weird small little arena. It feels like a rough time every single time that I'm in there dealing with it. So for me, it would definitely be Murderland's Temple. If two weapon manufacturers came together to make a new weapon, who's coming out on top? Alright, well, I feel like Hyperion and Vladoff would be a really good pairing. I feel like Tedior might pair well with Bandit just to get that really insane mag size for your throw, but that'll also be your entire magazine in one throw, so maybe that won't be as good. Dahl doesn't really benefit from any specific pairing. If anything, they just kind of nerf every other gun by making them burst fires. Jacob's damage with Vladoff would be really cool, or just Jacob's Torg to really just stack on damage would be really nice. And then Mollywan could just kind of go wherever realistically. Mollywan Jacobs obviously would be super nice too, just to get elemental Jacobs guns besides the one we have. But I don't know, I feel like each one individually does fine how they are. Gearbox weapons, good / mediocre / worst weapon starter. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what they're asking here, but the Gearbox guns are fine to me. I feel like the Hyperion SMG is probably the worst pick because it's the least accurate really early. The sniper obviously is insanely good early. It can even fight Flint and further if you need it to. And then the assault rifle is just kind of medium. Yeah, I mean they're good, I would say. Kind of mediocre depending on how long you try to hide behind it, but they're fine. I've played this game for 8 years and I just found out there's a staircase here in Arid Badlands. Okay, so this is probably somebody who didn't play Borderlands 1 or didn't play Borderlands 1 co-op, because if you play Borderlands 1 co-op, there's a little arena right here because there is a PvP feature in Borderlands 1. So yeah, that's where that goes to. In Borderlands 2, it doesn't have anything, unfortunately. It'd be kind of cool if we got the arena there, but yeah, that's all it was there for. Is this any good? Still have no idea about parts / prefixes. Probably going to use it for peak. Okay, we have this magical tool called google.com. You just type in Borderlands 2 item parts or weapon parts or whatever you want to type, and then the top result will tell you exactly what's going on, and you should just be good from there. If Krieg had a legendary crunch class mod, I feel like that would be most people's go-to. It would be so insanely powerful. The amount of blood explosion damage you could get, just everything that would go on, bloodbath with feel the blood and everything else, that would be insane. Probably why it doesn't exist. You would just have way too much damage if a legendary crunch were in existence, and that's probably why they didn't give it to us. What would be the best level 70 to 80 macro build for raid bossing? Alright, I got you. Build to skill calculator. We go vanilla. We go to Gaige. We put a point here. Okay, this is a really good clip. So this is an example of why you should not go into melee combat against a vehicle and then it runs away. That's beautiful. Alright, so yeah, let's just recap what happened here. So they decide to rush a bandit technical. They get downed and then immediately get ran over within a split second of each other. Because if you're downed, the vehicles will one-shot you on impact. So yeah, don't go into melee combat with a car unless you want to get one shot. And then also, lol, it ran away. Good YouTube playthrough series, BL2 and BL3. Okay, So we don't necessarily have any long form YouTubers for Borderlands 2, but I would just highly recommend watching Jolt's probably. He's the most obvious example of who to watch. Uh, yeah, I guess there are a couple people in the comments reminding me that Yodi Slaya do exist. Yodi Slaya, he was really good. I watched him back in the day. I almost forgot that he existed. But yeah, there's a couple of videos out there, probably. Not many, or at least they're not like well advertised because I don't really see them anywhere. But yeah, I'd probably just go with Jolts. He has the most succinct, like, what steps are important videos, I would say. So yeah, that's probably our best bet. Which build do you recommend? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're playing Salvador, it's really hard to spec the character poorly. As long as you go down the left and middle tree and then you go like halfway down right tree, whatever skills you pick up on the way down the trees really don't matter that much. The only things I would say is just get Gunzerk, get Money Shot, maybe get Down Not Out, and then just kind of play whatever you want from there. It's Salvador. If you hold 2 guns, you probably win. And we are already towards the bottom. So guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, a little shorter of a week. But hopefully I'll be able to get that multi-shot thing out. And yeah, that's about it. Like the video if you liked it. Maybe leave a comment if you have any ideas. And subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Stick around. Maybe see if I post some more stuff in the future. But yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. See you later.